What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I want to make sure I get the nice sign on there. My partner bought me that sign, by the way. Shout out to him. Thank you, babes. So as you could tell from the title of my video, I am not doing so good. My dad passed. My dad, mi papi, Chito, Jose Luis Vargas, passed August 29th, 2021. In the morning, and I was there when it happened, and I saw the whole thing. And I'm in mourning. I'm in mourning. I'm allowing myself to be in mourning. I'm dealing with it in my own way. I'm allowing myself to be that little girl that loves her daddy so much. And I'm just allowing myself to cry and feel as if I am that little girl that just lost her daddy, because in one aspect, that's exactly how I feel, you know? And it's just hella stuff, you guys. Like, my life feels like it's completely changing. My life feels like it's just changed direction. Like, I feel like I value my time so much more. Like, I don't want to waste my life anymore, because we never know when we're gonna go. We never know, like, you know, we never know. And that's what my dad's passing has taught me. Like, one day you're here, one day you're not, you know? Like, I just had my dad with me like 3 weeks ago, and now I'm never gonna see him for the rest of my life, you know? And then I feel like my dad's kind of like encouraging me to live in my dreams and do what it is that I love, and share myself, and to be myself, and to live this extraordinary life that I want, and I know he wanted for me as well. And it's like, I to be honest, I never want to go back. I never want to go back to my job. I never want to go back to my job. I never want to go back to my job. I never want to go back to a 9 to 5. Like, I don't never want to go back to where I work for somebody. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Life is too short to work 5 days a week. And only have 2 10-minute breaks and a 30-minute lunch for 8 hours of your day. Not to mention your time commuting to and from work. Like, I just feel that, like, life is not supposed to be like that. And my dad's teaching me, like, no, it's not. That's what I feel like my dad's telling me. Like, no, it's not, baby. Like, life is so much more, and life is what you make it. And as long as you share your energy, pure energy, heartfelt energy, that energy is going to come back, and it's going to take care of you, because you're taking care of other people with that energy you're giving them, you know? And that's how I feel like about my dad's passing. I just want to be the best me I can be. I want to take care of myself. I want to protect myself. I want to honor myself first before I do that with anybody. And I'm not going to allow anybody to take away, like, my peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter who it is, you know? And, like, it's like my dad's passing is telling me, like, you're not getting any younger. You're getting older. What do you want to do, baby? Like, what is it? Like, Don't be scared to ask for something that you think it's too high or might be too much. Like, you're deserving of it all. You're deserving of everything, you know? And that's kind of like what I'm in the process of right now. Like, that's why I'm showing up here. That's why, you know, I did my makeup and put my sign and like put this little production together, you know, because I want to be able to be free and to live my life free, you know? Like, I don't care about how much money I make or anything like that. I just want to be free, and I just want to have a roof over my head. And I'm so grateful for the roof over my head that I have right now, today, where I'm at now. I just made an appreciation post on my Instagram yesterday, which you can find me if you want to at it's Joanna Empowered 111 on Instagram. But like, I'm just feeling so grateful for my blessings and the things that and God has blessed me with. You know, things that I have taken action to acquire, if that makes sense, you know? And I don't want to be in a 9 to 5 that's just taking my life away. Like, it's just taking my life away. Yes, I know it provides me money, but money is the result of energy put in. Anything that you put energy into will come back. And I'm just, guys, I'm in the, like, you can come back and see how I'm doing in a couple of months or how I progress and stuff, because I'm gonna be a living example of this. I'm gonna be a living example of this, that if it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody. And this is just the beginning. This is just the building ground of something. You get it? And like, you guys are gonna be my witnesses to my growth, and this is video evidence to my own self of how much I've grown. And I know that putting energy into me is just gonna allow me to grow so much. And I thank my daddy for putting that energy inside of me right now. Because why is that the first thing I'm like thinking about right now? How I don't want to waste my life. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to work for somebody that doesn't value me or care about me, you know? Dude, my manager, the regional man that handles all my companies in California, he's like there because his manager quit, and his, you know what, or the manager he hired quit. But he's there. He oversees hundreds of people, right? But he's in my office too, right, where I work. So he knows me. He's seen me. He's seen me go to work. He's, you know, he don't say hi or anything. That man has a really bad attitude. Or he just doesn't like me. That's how I honestly feel. Like, he just doesn't like me, you know? And I told him, I wrote him an email for what happened to my dad. And he literally just typed the HR lady's phone number on there. He didn't send me his condolences. He didn't say, I'm so sorry to hear that, you know, if you need time off, we understand. Like, he didn't say anything, dude, anything. So I wrote him back the times and days that I thought I was going to need off from my dad's passing. And he freaking emailed me back, you know what? I can't approve that unpaid time off. Are you freaking kidding me? You can't approve unpaid time off for my dad's passing? A man that loved me so much, my daddy? God, you got me all the way messed up. And these are the things that's like, Joanna, like, don't go back. Like, guys, I'm really struggling right now because part of me is like, I need to go back because I need to go money. I need to get money to, you know, sustain my family and my daughter. And then another part of me is like, fuck these guys. Go, you know, go do something else. Or, you know, you have some savings. Take a risk and put yourself in school. Like, don't worry, you'll make it back. And I'm just like stuck in this limbo. And then also too, like, I feel like that manager like disrespected not only me, but disrespected my dad in a way, you know? So I'm like, hell no, I don't want to go back to work with you. Hell no. Hell no. And then I know my dad will want me to chase my dreams. My dad will want me to do things that will make me happy. My dad will be like, fuck this guy, you know? Don't worry, baby. And if my dad was here, he'll be like, man, quit that job. I got you, you know? And now that my dad's not here, guess what? I have to have myself. I have to have myself because now I only have myself, you know, to make my dreams come true. Nobody can make my dreams come true but myself. So I need to start pouring energy into myself, you know. So everything about my dad's passing is just completely changing my life. Some ways for the saddest because I'm gonna miss him, and then other ways it's like my daddy's telling me like, don't waste your time, baby. Go out and live your life and live in your dreams and do what it is that you want to do, you know. Do the things that you love to do. So it's just that's what I'm going through right now, guys. It's so difficult. And I feel ungrounded. I feel like scattered. I feel like here but not here. And that's probably because I haven't gotten out into nature, you know, and sat in nature and meditated like in nature where my Virgo moon ass needs to be to ground myself. I haven't done that because I haven't been feeling like going out or being in the park or being around people and stuff like that. You know, today's actually the first day that, like, you know, I do my makeup and, you know, put my hair together and, you know, and be here and show up because I wanted to show up for myself. I wanted to make this video. You know, it's like I'm putting energy into myself now because for sure I got 2 weeks off more from work, you know. And in this time, I'm taking it to really just fully understand what is happening to me and my feelings and my life and my family and what this means and how I feel about my dad, you know, because a lot of thoughts come into my head, like where is my dad now? Like, you know, I hope he's doing good. I hope he's happy. I hope he's not scared. I hope he's somewhere, you know, like, where is my dad? Like, it's just a whole lot of like processing things, you know. And then one minute I'm cool, like I feel like I can handle it, and then the next minute I'm just like on full-blown anxiety and I feel like running away, you know. So it's just, I know I can't go to work right now because I have to like move through those emotions so I can understand them, because if I'm not giving me the time to grieve my father's passing, like it's never gonna be able to I don't know, I guess settle in a sense, you know. I want to respectfully give myself the time to work through it and to get it and to take in the lessons that it's giving me, you know, about life and time and how I spend my days and my time, you know. Also too, like my money, like how I get it. Is it worth it? Is it not? So, excuse me. So I just been going through it, guys. You know, I said this on my Instagram video, but even though we're spiritualists or even though we're healers, we're still having this human experience, right? So I'm not exempt from anything. Like, I'm not exempt from any pain. I'm not exempt from any tragedy. I'm not exempt from none of that, you know. All I could do is probably show people how I'm healing myself, because, you know, I care about myself. So I want to heal myself as much as I can. Like, you know, because it took me a long time to really care about myself. So now, like I said, I want to honor myself and take care of myself as much as I can and do things like I'm worth it all. Like, do things like it's all here for me, you know? Because life is too short. You're here one day and gone the next. You know, my dad was healthy. My dad was strong. My dad, I just had seen him the previous day on Saturday. We went to go eat. You know, he was happy. He was talking. And then the next day, he woke up with pain in his chest, you know? And my mom called the ambulance, and he passed away. He passed away from one day to the next. And, you know, my dad's only 67, 68. And my dad looked good too. He didn't even look 60 nothing. He looked like he was in his 50s. That's how good my dad looked. You know, he was an Aquarius man. If you guys know about the signs, Aquarius men tend to look young, tend to look fresh, tend to be youthful in nature. You know, Aquarius men are very handsome, you know. And that was my dad. Very cheerful, very full of life, very, you know, live life because you only have one. Live in your dreams, do what you're passionate about. That was my daddy. That's my daddy. You know, don't worry, baby, I got you. That's my daddy. But I have to remember I'm his daughter, right? I come from him. And now one of the members of my tribe, my immediate tribe, is up in heaven. And I have a very, very special angel that's looking over me all the time. And I know my daddy's with me, you know, and I cry because I'm gonna miss him, you know, walking around or saying, hey dad, or going out to eat with him, you know, or seeing him around, working around the house, you know, seeing him talk to Joey, because my dad was shy with us. So all girls, my dad had no sons, but he was really close to my partner, my husband, fiance, whatever you want to call him, Joey. So I just like seeing them interact together, you know, because I was like, okay, like he's not interacting with me, but he's interacting with Joey and having like this bonding moment with Joey. So it made me happy because in a way it was like, that's how I kind of bonded with him through my partner, you know, because then he'll tell me stories about what my dad said. Things that my dad probably wouldn't have shared with me, you know, because I'm a girl. You know, he was very old school in that way. But I know my dad's still with me. That's why I'm here with you guys today. That's why I'm allowing myself to share how I feel. And you know, my plan is to make a lot more videos, make a lot more heartfelt content about what I'm going through, about what I'm feeling. So people know that, you know, I'm just a regular person just like you. And I'm going, if you know, we all go through the same things. If you're going through something right now, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I hope your heart heals. I hope you find comfort somewhere. I hope you have a lot of support and a lot of love. Because a lot of us are going through it right now. Major transformational things are happening right now. Things that change the courses of lives are happening right now. You know, I don't want to run away from how I feel. I can't be around too many people right now because I want to make sure that I know how I feel. I know how I'm doing. So I'm constantly like checking in with myself. Like, Joanna, what do you want to do? How are you feeling? Like, you know, like just being here for myself. I really want to be here for myself right now. And you guys are a part of that. Like me being able to vent and to be creative and to share. It's so important for me. And that's why I'm here today. And that's why I'm making this video. So, guys, I have my oracle cards here in front of me. And I wanted to take one affirmation card out. I'm going to do this last. But I wanted to take an oracle card from my Alice in Wonderland deck, which is one of my favorite ones. It has a lot of really good card descriptions. Look at the book. Look at the book, how it is. Look at how it's just so nice. I love this deck. So I'm going to take out a card for the collective right now. I'm going to ask God to give us messages of peace, of love, of compassion, of forgiveness, of letting go, of light. For the collective right now. And then I'm going to read the definition out from the card, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for being here with us. Thank you, Spirit, for this outlet. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. I hope it resonates with whoever's watching this with their heart. I hope it helps them heal something. I hope it brings them calm to their life some way, somehow. I hope that it's the energy that allows people to know that everything's going to be okay no matter what. Everything's going to be okay no matter what. What do we need to know, Spirit? What's the right card for the collective, including myself? Oh, sorry, I almost fell out. Spirit, give me a card for the collective to bring us into our light. What message do you have for us, Spirit? What message do you have for us, the collective, at this time? What message do you have for us, Spirit? Okay. It says, follow your own advice, but it came out in reverse. Follow your own advice. Trust yourself. You know what is best for you. Exactly. So what I get from that just already is that a lot of us are going through, like I mentioned, a lot of troublesome times. A lot of big important decisions need to be made. I think a lot of us are torn between what society and what people thinks is right for us and what our heart is telling us that is right for us. And a lot of us are having trouble listening to that because it's scary, you know? Like I mentioned, I don't want to go back to my job. Like F that manager, you know? He couldn't even, you know, give me his condolences or nothing and try to fire me hella fast if it wasn't for the HR person, you know? Like, hell no, I don't want to go back. So part of me is like, fuck it, like I quit, you know? Like, you know? But then another part of me is like, oh, I have to pay the bills. I need to take care of my daughter. I need to pay my half. Like, you know what I mean? We're being torn into two different directions. But if we listen in to what our like real higher self is asking of us, there is one answer, you know? Like the answer for me, even though, you know, I can't promise nothing, I don't know if I am a quit or not, but like I know I don't want to go back. I know I don't want to go back. I feel like F you if you can't appreciate me, you know? Like I need to appreciate me. I need to put myself first, despite what other people might think of me, you know? It's like, or speaking up about something when it's really difficult because you know it's gonna make waves and it's gonna cause disruption, you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of what I'm picking up for this energy. A lot of us are going through that and we're having challenges moving forward because it came out in reverse, you know? Okay, let's read the definition. It's number 10, by the way. Number 10. I've been seeing 1010 on the clock a lot of in the last couple of days since my dad's passing. I've been seeing 1010 a lot. I've been noticing that I've seen 1010 a lot because I would see 1010 before, but not as frequently or as every day as I have been seeing it in the last couple of days. So the number 10 might be significant for a lot of us. You know, a synchronicity, a spirit message. We might want to look into what the spirit's message of the number 10 is, which something that's popping into mind, or what I'm hearing is has to do with the self, because 1 plus 0 is still 1, and 1 represents the self, you know. So something to do with yourself and not having to do with others, you know. It's really focused on you right now, you know. That's what I'm picking up with this. I'm gonna go ahead and read the definition from the book, and let's see what it has to say. Okay. So it says, I'm gonna hold it up so you guys can see it. It says, there are times when we become overwhelmed and begin to feel as if there would be nothing better at all than to collapse, cry, and to run in on ourselves, particularly if we have made an error of judgment. This is understandable, and we must be permitted to express who we are and how we feel. However, once Alice has cried about seemingly unsolvable situation, about forgetting something very important, she tells herself that continuing to cry will have no use. This stern command to her emotions brings her back to a place where she can contemplate what is best done next. Wow, that's how I am. That's where I am right now. Anytime you make an error, it can be helpful to grieve a little for the difficulty you have created. But once you have done this, continuing with the sadness serves no real purpose. It is best to follow Alice's example. Cry, then stop, and follow your own good advice and your own good sense. Receiving this card means you know what you need to do. You need to clear ground and center yourself so you can contemplate what to do next. Didn't I say that I feel ungrounded and I need to go grounded and center myself because I feel out of whack? I think a lot of us need to do that right now. And it could be as simple as going to the park and sitting there for like 20-30 minutes, you know. And I say simple, and yet I haven't done it, but you know what I mean. Like, let's do it. This card also says that you do know what is best for you and often give yourself excellent advice, but that you don't often follow it. You are being gently advised to settle yourself emotionally, to think through a problem, to stop admonishing yourself, and to follow your good advice to yourself. Perhaps treating yourself like a close friend or a dear child. Didn't I say that I'm being my best friend right now? Oh my God, this is so spot on for me. Or a dear child will help you to move calmly forward without criticizing yourself too harshly for the situation you currently find yourself in. You can change this if you follow your own very good sense. A divination, harsh self-judgment for a mistake or an error made, unmet personal expectations causing inconsolable sadness, a reminder to detach, find clarity, and follow your personal internal guidance system, which has some very practical solutions. And it does have the reverse, the reverse definition, because it did come out in reverse. It says a refusal to listen to yourself, making the same mistake over and over, feeling that if you become emotional, others will step in to rescue you, thinking that all is doom and gloom, becoming bogged down emotionally, unable to think clearly. Yep. I think it's easy to be in that space right now. So if you find yourself in that really like depressive state, like sadness state, don't be too harsh on yourself. Let yourself grieve and go through the motions, you know. But sometimes there's a voice within us that tells us everything is going to be okay. But then we want to just disregard it and tell it to shut up. Like, for example, for me, right? My dad just passed, you know. And like, I feel that my higher self, I feel it. Something within me is telling me, like, don't worry, Joanna, everything's gonna be okay. But like my human or my emotional side and the side that, you know, that like wants my dad here is like telling that voice to shut the hell up. Like, don't say that. My dad's not here. And of course things can't be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go against ourselves because we feel that we have to be or feel a certain way, or that if we feel like empowered at this time, it's something's wrong with me. I'm not, it's like something's wrong with me, you know? But to be honest, if I fall back into that knowing that I love my dad. I love my dad. And I know my dad loves me, you know? Like, I love my dad and I did the best I could while my dad was here. And then I know my dad did the best for me and I know that he loves me. So in that sense, I get some sense of comfort, you know? Like that I just try my best when he was here. So then I don't feel so like, I don't know, like so heavy, I guess. And then there's just like this appreciation of life for my own life, that I woke up today, that I'm here, because life is short and I'm gonna pass away too someday, and I want to make my life count, you know? So I'm like trying to listen to that inner voice inside of me that's saying everything's gonna be okay. You know, everything's gonna be okay. Even though there's like another side of me that wants to say that's not true. Like, why would you say that at a time like this? You see the polarity, you see the differences, but which one feels better? The one that says, you know, your life is doomed. You're never gonna do right. Everything's falling to shit. Like, there's no point. Just give it up. Or the one that's telling me everything's gonna be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Follow your heart. Quit your job. Live in your dreams. Do your interests, you know? Love on yourself. Heal yourself. Be your own best friend. Give yourself time. Which one feels better? You know? Like, I was going to say it's an easy choice. It's not an easy choice. But bottom line, I want to feel better. I want to feel better. I want to do better. I want to make my life count. So I'm listening to my higher self right now. I'm listening to God. I'm listening to the universe. I'm listening to my dad. I'm listening to my spirit guides, you know, like, take care of yourself, Joanna. We got you. Everything's going to be okay. You can do this. Just put some effort into what you want to do, baby girl. And we got the rest. I just need you to put some effort and I'll take you there. Just trust me. And that's exactly what this card is representing to me, you know. So if you're going through a situation where it's like so hard and it's hard for you to see the light, you know, just think to yourself, it's better to follow that light. It's better to follow it. Wherever that light is leading you, wherever that sense of hope is coming from, let yourself sit there with it for a little bit. Let yourself be there with it. It's okay. You deserve it. That is the most healing place you can be in right now, you know. Taking care of yourself, making sure you're good, making sure you're healing, making sure you're liberating yourself, making sure that you're worth it, you know, honoring yourself. So yeah, that's what I'm getting from this card. Hang in there, guys. I know it's so challenging, but you know, just small steps add up to big steps, you know. And I'm gonna take a card, affirmation card for us at this time. For the collective, I'm gonna hold it up a little bit so you guys can see it. Spirit, give me an affirmation card for the collective, please. What is best for us to hear at this time so that we can heal, so we can put ourselves first, so we can make these decisions, so we can better listen to our inner self, our inner guidance, so we can get back in alignment and live in our purpose and have the best life possible. Spirit, give me an affirmation card for the collective today. For this message. What's an affirmation card for the collective today that can help us get back in alignment? That can help us with learning how to trust ourselves more, being there for ourselves more. What affirmation do you have for us today? Oh, okay. I choose to live with courage. I do not allow others to intimidate me. I stand my ground. I never give up. This is such a perfect affirmation card for this time right now. I'm going to repeat it again, okay? It says, I choose to live with courage. I do not allow others to intimidate me. I stand my ground and I never give up. Words to live by. I'm going to be repeating this all day today. I choose to live with courage. I do not allow others to intimidate me. I stand my ground. I never give up. Yeah, right now it's about standing our ground. Standing our ground. You know, I think we're in Mercury, or I forgot what retrograde, but retrograde is like a coming back of past issues that that we've been healing, you know. So right now it's kind of like the testing time, like how well have we healed from things, like have we learned our lesson, are we listening to what our new boundaries are with certain people or certain situations, you know, like how are we actively taking care of ourselves with situations and people that before we would really let them like mess us up, you know. So I'm determined to pass my test. I'm determined to pass my test. And I know that I'm going to pass it because I'm listening to that light, that little spark of light somewhere inside of me that's saying everything's going to be okay. I know things look so dark and so horrible right now, but everything's going to be okay. You're going to be okay, you know. So I encourage you guys all to do the same. On that note, I'm gonna end the video right here. Before I go, I want to thank you guys for sharing space with me. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave a heart to affirm the messages that we got here today. Subscribe if you want to. I appreciate you guys' support. I appreciate your time, your energy, just for sharing space with me. It means so much more to me than you ever know. So on that note, I'll catch you guys on the next one, and I'll see you guys later. Deuces.